double-digit second half deficit he had to come back from. But what do you think was the key to that field to come back in this game particularly?
I think their belief. I think they really believe that, they've done it before. So just having that belief and that confidence that you can do it. Now, no one wants to get in that position, but, like I said, I always give the other team a lot of credit for making it, the score the way it was at that time. I thought Tulane played a terrific basketball game. They were tough. They had a lot of skilled players out there, difficult to guard. So I give our guys a lot of credit for just hanging in there, staying positive, staying confident, and then when we were able to make a run late, we were able to finish it out. And so that was really good for our team, and I think it'll continue to help us build the type of program we want to build.
We were talking to Darius Perry earlier, and he was saying, of course, we all know that basketball is a game of runs, but Tulane seemed to change things up a lot throughout the game. Was that what you saw, and how do you think that affected the other flow of what was going on?
We both were trying to change things up, to be quite frank. We were making adjustments. I would see them make an adjustment, and that's just basketball. I mean, he's a terrific coach. He has a lot of talent, and they're having a terrific season. So I thought our guys, did a really good job of responding to the things we wanted to do to them. I thought they did some things that were very effective against us as well, and I think both teams will grow and get better from the experience.
Darius Johnson again delivered for you guys. I mean, he's a freshman, but he doesn't play like one.
No, absolutely. He's terrific, and he's only going to keep getting better, as you see with his minutes, as he gets comfortable. I was saying at the beginning of the season, it's just a process for all young people. But no, he's a terrific guard, and he's going to be, a good guard for us for a long time. So excited to have him here. Looking forward to showing him a few things on tape to continue to help his growth as we go forward. But he's been terrific. He hadn't played like a freshman, that's for sure.
You decided to start Darius and bring Brandon off the bench. What was kind of the thought process? Just trying to find the right lineup at the beginning of the game? Or?
Yeah, something like that. Just, we just trying to figure out just, what combinations and things that we can do to give ourselves the best chance, and rotation-wise and things of that nature. And as you've seen, we've ended with different lineups. We've started different lineups. That's gone on all season for us, and that won't change. The good thing is our guys all buy into their roles, whether they're coming off the bench, whether they're starting. The energy and effort, remains the same, and that's what you want to see. That's a sign of a good culture and a healthy team.
Obviously, had some big moments from the perimeter late in the game, big shots by Brandon, Darren, and those guys. But Bakke was a double-double tonight. How big was that performance, and what came out in the game?
I thought that was Bakke's best performance for us, and we needed it the most. I mean, they were playing terrific. They had a good, sizable double-digit lead, and I thought he just kept making play after play for us, rebounding, blocking shots, finishing around the basket. He was terrific, and so I'm just really happy for him. And like I said, his teammates have a lot of belief in him. They trust him, and I thought he was really good tonight.
Johnny, you said after the last game, the comeback against ECU showed your team that this team can come back. Obviously, you don't want to always be down double digits in the second half, but as the month of January closes, what do these wins do for you, as you continue towards March?
Well, we have to keep trying to go 1-0. We have to keep trying to win the game, with the next opponent in mind. And our guys are understanding that. I think the more we're in these situations, the more you push through January and enter into February, you want to be playing your best basketball when it counts the most. And hopefully we're trending in that direction by taking some of these lessons that we've learned from being down in these games. And I think that's going to help us immensely as we move forward.
Coach, it seemed that the team struggled shooting from outside in that first half, and it seemed like they were trying to shoot out of that slump going into the second half, even though they were beginning to trail. Would you have preferred, maybe looking back, to continue shooting out of that slump, or maybe going inside more?
No. I didn't think we did I'm sorry for cutting you off. I didn't think we did a great job of mixing up what we want to do offensively. We have to be better in that regard. We're usually a balanced offensive team. We have weapons that can shoot for sure, but we like to balance our offense out by throwing it inside. And I do think, we didn't throw it in enough. And we talked about it at several timeouts, but we still, and give them credit again. They play hard in it. They're physical. They're moving all over the place. It isn't easy to throw the ball inside when guys are defending as hard as they were defending. So I give them credit for that, but we would like to have gotten it in more than we did.
Are there some positives that you take away from that experience at ECU? I think Darius Johnson said there were some disagreements maybe in the locker room. You guys were fired up. Obviously, you saw a little bit on the broadcast, but is there a positive that can happen when stuff like that happens?
No, absolutely. Those things are healthy, as long as they don't get out of hand. And I thought our guys just, when people are speaking and with passion and desire, I mean, you can't fault a young person for that. It's just, it's how you handle those emotions, how you use those emotions is what counts. And I thought everyone used it in the right way. It was positive. I thought we rallied around those situations. We got better, each time we came out of a timeout or halftime because of that. And so it was good for us. And I think it's going to help us grow and even be a more united team as we go forward.
You talk about going forward. This time next week, you'll be preparing for Houston in the building. What would you take from this game as kind of a focus in the practice to get ready for Wichita State, and then of course the big game following week?
Well, to continue to improve, we need to make sure that we try to play 40 minutes like we did the last, 10 minutes of this game and or the last 20 minutes of our last game. We need to have a 40-minute effort with a good execution, and I didn't think we had that in these two games. And again, I give those teams credits for why we didn't have it. Everybody's making adjustments. Everybody has game plans. So we have to be able to adapt. We have to get better from these experiences so that we're playing our best basketball as that time starts to come.
Is this the time of year where you expect to see instinct plays turn into buckets? Because it was two instinct plays that got you the 3 to tie and then the lead with the double.
Definitely. That's a great point. Absolutely. Guys, I'm big on telling our guys to follow their instincts because they're out there on the floor. I can remember my playing days. You can't draw up every single thing for a person out there on the court. And our guys have done a good job of listening and following their instincts. And they know, what's a great shot. They know time and scoring, what we should be doing in those situations. And so then follow what you've done all your life, and put yourself in that position to be successful and believe in yourself because we believe in you. That's why you're out there. That's kind of our approach to that with our guys.
Wichita State had to cancel or postpone the last 2 games. They're having issues. I know you don't leave till Tuesday, but do you think that? Have you heard anything that the game should still be on as far as on Wednesday?
I have not heard. I'm so focused on the team in front of me, so I'm just literally finishing it. But I understand, Brandon. But I'm literally just finishing that. So I'm not sure exactly where we stand with that game. Hopefully, we'll be able to continue to play. Hopefully, they'll, come off protocol and be able to play. I'm sure they would like to, and but we'll see. That's out of all of our control.
Green, is he just allowed to pull up from wherever he wants?
No, he can't pull up from everywhere he wants. You remember we had Matt Williams doing the same thing, so it's not uncommon for us to have players who I see do that in practice. He's not doing anything I have not seen him do in practice. I'm a big believer in, you practice how you play. I like to see you do those things there before I see you step on the court and do them in a live game, and he's done that continuously for us since he's been here as a freshman. So those shots are never a surprise to me. When he's open, he knows that he has the green light to shoot the ball.
How much does Darren's range open up the offense for you guys?
It opens it up quite a bit for our drives, especially like DJ and guys of that nature who can get downhill and get to the basket. Having someone who they have to really key on and stay with as much as they have to stay with Darren just opens up. It makes the game almost 4-on-4 at times as opposed to 5-on-5, which means there's a lot more space on the floor.
Why do you think Brandon has slow starts? It seems like he's always a little bit slow to go. He's a second-half player, it seems like. I know he's trying hard, but why is that?
It's amazing. I'm still trying to figure that out, too. I'm not quite sure. I mean, I think his preparation was good, his practices, how he approaches the game is good, but he seems to be a better second-half player, or he has been thus far. We still have some season to play, so we'll see if that changes. But I will say if I had to take my choice, I'd rather have him playing like he plays down the stretch as opposed to maybe starting the game off because a lot of guys can start the game off, but there are not a lot of guys who can close the game, and he's one of the best closers.